It's truly an honor to introduce Shira Kessler for the Strive Award, as I have so many fond memories of her time as a student and when I was her teacher. But to be true to the craft of history, and in my role as unofficial historian at Gann, I decided to turn to the archives to back my claims with evidence. So when turning back to the yearbook for the class of 2004, there are 3 images that best represent Shira. First, there's a picture of a smiling Shira with a new 9th grade student with the caption, Shira Kessler, 04, interacts with freshmen, showing him the key to having an excellent student life, milk and cookies. This picture represents her joy, enthusiasm, and effervescence, which are always on full display through her service on the Student Life Committee, Big Buddies program, and the Prom Committee. The second image was with fellow members of the Red Curtain Drama Club before the production of the Dybbuk. Shira always commanded a wonderful stage presence over her time at Gann, exciting the audience with memorable performances, especially in the role of Alice. The final image was her senior picture with her quote from the Indigo Girls. "The best thing you've ever done for me is to help me take my life less seriously. It's only life, after all." Besides her obvious great taste in music, this quote shows her healthy and balanced outlook on life that she modeled so well as a student, and we must not take for granted in our modern world. Our school, Gann, strives to help all students find their voice, and Shira was always a partner in this work, even while she was a student. Thus, it's no surprise that she has had such a successful career as a teacher and as a college counselor. I can't think of someone to whom I would rather entrust my own child to shepherd through the college process and to do it both with intention and a good sense of humor. Shira and her classmates collectively knew how to transition well from one school to another, as they were the class that spent 3 years in the bank building, but came to this campus for their senior year as the leaders of our school. Moreover, she comes from a family that has shown tremendous leadership, warmth, and service to the greater Boston Jewish community. And I am sure that they are quite proud of Shira, as all of us at Gann are. So please join me in congratulating and welcoming to the podium the 2018 Strive Award winner, Shira Kessler.
I'm going to copy you and put it here. It's a way to go. Thank you so much, Dr. Golden. And I have to say, I tell my students all the time about my AP US history teacher who wrote my letter of recommendation for college, so you come up a lot. When I was a first-year teacher, I, as every new teacher does, tried to compare my own high school days to the school in which I was teaching at the time. At first, I was confused as to how the students were functioning while not being in a bank building. They didn't travel by school bus or by parent carpool to get to school, and they certainly, these students, 98% of whom were Dominican, did not have Talmud, Hebrew, or Tanakh as any of their school subjects. It took me a while to realize the real connection between New Jew, or Gann, and Washington Heights Expeditionary Learning School, or WHEELS. First off, we were all working together in this brand new experience. I started at New Jew 4 years after it was founded, and I started at WHEELS in its first year. In both places, we were all coming together to make the school the best place it and we could possibly be. And even now, when I'm at a more established school, as Gann Academy is, the power and value of community is one aspect that remains so important to each and every school. It's an ideal that I also find important and drives my everyday life, both professionally and personally. Secondly, I can now say that I really do treasure the amount of work that I was, let's say, entrusted to do here at my time at Gann. While I might have gotten into many arguments with my mom that it was just too much work for me, I knew that the staff and faculty at New Jew and Gann knew that I could do it and wanted to help me be successful. I really could complete all my work and all my obligations and come through it as a better student and better person. And that lesson is one I take with me in my work. All my students at my school can also be successful. They can handle all the work they've been entrusted to do. They can thrive when given opportunities like I was given during my time in high school, and they can apply and be accepted to college just like Gann believes all of its students can do. They can do all that is expected of them and come out as successful students and better human beings. I am so completely sure of this because of what Nuju and Gann has done for me. I'm so honored by this award and what it means both for me and for the work I do. Yes, my school might be 100% students of color and low income, and they might think of Brandeis as an Ivy League school and not the school we use for the gym that's down the street, but these students can and will be successful because of our belief in them and because of the support of a community that supports them like this one. Thank you so much.